Someone here didn't know they were talking to a gangster. They didn't know. Oh my gosh, they didn't know. They didn't know that you're a mother freaking gangster. They should be scared. You will never, ever see God's protection work more than it's working right now. Your angels, they're behind the scenes doing a little shimmy, doing a little shuffle. They got it going on, and they work for you. They protect you because you are a chosen one. These mother effers out here cannot pull rank on you. Not ever. So, you did the math. It was not mathing. The graphs were not graphing. The charts were not charting. It didn't make sense for a reason. You were getting confirmations. You're scary accurate for a reason. I know you're picking up what I'm putting down. You are about to have a revelation as you stop and assess because you knew something smelt funny. You knew. You could do this in your sleep with your eyes closed. If you have bumped your head today, if you have gotten a little down on yourself because of the rejection that you deal with daily as a chosen one, if you have gotten amnesia, if you bumped your head somewhere along the way, I am here to freaking remind you. I am your bestie on the internet. I am your favorite YouTuber. I will never let you forget. Never. Motorcycle. Never. Who gonna check me, boo? No one. I will never let you forget how important you are. And I'm going to remind you to be grateful every day that these people think they can play on your mother freaking timeline. It's not happening. I am your cosmic advisor. I am your spiritual cheerleader every day of the week, and I am always rooting for you. So it's okay to stop and reassess. These mother effers had the wrong one, and meeny, miny, mo, they got. You can't bamboozle someone of your spiritual rank. So you might want to take a seat for this one. Oh my gosh. Somebody assumed because of your beauty, because of your intimidation, someone assumed that you were naive or that you were not going to find out. You can do it in your sleep. You can do this with eyes closed. Do not sign anything that you do not feel pulled or guided to sign. Do not do anything that you don't want to do right now. You are getting major clarity, and I'm going to help you with the confirmation. The message that I channeled was you were almost about to start apologizing for yourself, for being a bother, for thinking that you're a nuisance. You were literally about to do that. And I'm going to stop you from apologizing. Don't you ever apologize for your power, your magic, who you are, or your spiritual rank. You are directly connected to Source, and that's why they're going to skedaddle and run the other freaking way. I'm telling you guys, you don't want to know how I channel these messages. Like, you really don't. You really don't. If you had gone the direction that you planned 24 to 48 hours ago, you would have been at negative 100. And you knew something was fishy. You knew. And you were spot on. Even through this confusion, even through not knowing everything, all the details, you knew that something was hidden. You knew that there was something behind a mask. So you've been cleaning house, right? You've been cleaning house, you're on the new timeline, you're trying to get all your ducks in a row, you're trying to make sure that you have the right people around you and that they're properly vetted. Well, guess what? Somebody is going to try, if they have not already tried today, to pull rank on you, to make it seem like it's just so easy to sign something or to do something for them, and it is not. Because this is your era, and you can stop and assess anytime. You are going to be able to see through people that want to act big and bad, that are not acquainted with the facts of life. Yes, I said it, the facts of freaking life. If you have all of this wisdom, chosen one, earth angel, you've lived so many lifetimes. How are you going to let somebody that is still basically in diapers, or somebody that just ain't even ready. You had people wanting to do something for you so they could get something out of you, but you pulled a wild card on them because they tried to pull a wild card on you. Something triggered you today, and you might have tried to excuse how you responded by saying something that you don't need to say. Oh, I'm tired, I'm this, I'm that. You don't need to do any of that. You don't need to do any of that. Okay? Example, I was going to work with somebody and I had interviewed them to work with them a couple days ago. And after I left, I thought like, oh, it went good. And I felt like they had a good mentor. They had somebody that they could get the answers from, even if they weren't that experienced, somebody that I felt like was more qualified, that they worked side by side with. So I thought, okay, this could be a good collaboration. This could be somebody that I could work with. So I sat and I thought about it, and I crunched some numbers and I went over some details. And as I was going over details, I was sent a form or a contract. And as I'm looking at this contract, it's to protect them, but it's also very vague. And I could sign a contract, but I also have a team of lawyers, 2 teams of lawyers. So I'm not going to sign anything without my bestie in one of the law offices looking over it. So when this was sent to me, I circled, I was like, I have this contract pending in DocuSign. But before I do that, before I send that over, I need to know the exact numbers that we're working with. And I need to know the numbers of this over here for the future. And for some reason, that was not answered all day long, but I was sent a contract. Why would I send a contract to pay for A, B, C, D, E, F, G if I don't know what A, B, C, D, E, F, G is? I don't know the percentages. Like, something wasn't, it was rubbing me the wrong way. So I circled part of the contract and I was like, hey, what does this mean in detail? Like, I have the contract pending. My lawyer's looking over the rest, but I'm asking you, what does this part right here mean? Crickets for 8 hours. And y'all, I sent that text message and circled that with my eyes closed. Put it in DocuSign with my eyes closed because I was in the middle of a freaking nap. Okay, energy work is exhausting. Being a chosen one is exhausted. Having a family is exhausting. Doing all the things is exhausting. So you got to get your naps in where you can get them in. But no answer. So I'm like sleeping and I'm like, okay, I'm just going to take a quick nap. And I get these messages coming through, and there was just one paragraph that seemed very vague to me, and I didn't like how vague it was because it had to do with the money, had to do with payment. So I was like, I let her know I'm going to have my attorney look over this, and I just want to ask like what this part here means so I can have like an exact amount. And then for steps moving forward, how much will this be moving forward for this service and this service? No answer. So I started praying about it because I was like, I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. You are allowed to stop and reassess. So literally, as I was stopping and reassessing, I mean, in the middle of, I get a text message. Hey, sorry, it's been a real busy day. I just think that, we need to be really comfortable with one another. And if you need me to refer you to somebody else, that's what we can do. And I said, it's all good. It's all good. Have a great day. Your rejection, what you deem as rejection, it is not. It is your protection. And in that very moment where I was stopping and reassessing what my other options were, is when I got a reply. The messages started early this morning. It's like 12 hours later. It's like 10 hours later. See, I need people that can clearly communicate. You don't just throw a contract my way and think that that's clear communication, because I can show you what that looks like. I can communicate clearly too. I can throw things too. Do you know what I'm saying? So you think I'm just going to blindly sign something, not know the amounts, not know the dollar signs involved? I don't freaking think so. And if I look at a contract and I don't think I can get out of it, I only sign things I know I can get out of. Okay? For depending on what I'm dealing with. I only sign things I know that I can fix or rectify if I think something's going south, but it doesn't get that far because I'm not going to sign something that I don't feel like is, kosher. So whatever this was, it caused more confusion instead of giving you reassurance. So all day I did not feel clear communication from this person, and I did not feel any reassurance. And you know what bothered them? Is the fact that I had an attorney looking over this contract. That's what bothered them. And I'm sure that scared them. Like, they could have asked, like, oh, do you need them to look that over? I have them look over everything. They're my friends. They're my family. But they didn't ask. Okay, so they decided to define that however they wanted to. And I'm going to let them because they threw a contract at me and let me just try to figure it out when I don't have to. I go with my intuition. This is why you're scary accurate. You don't have to sign anything. You are in a space of recovery right now. And you can see behind the mask. They will usually remind you of someone. So this person that I was thinking about working with when I interviewed them earlier this week, they reminded me of someone. Someone that wants to big time, someone that might work under someone or had been trained by someone that has a good reputation. But it doesn't mean that it's always good in business, and I like to be good in business, and I like people that I can get a hold of. I'm a busy person too, but I can also answer a text message. I can take 2 seconds to respond. And then when I can't respond, you will know because my phone will be on Do Not Disturb. So that was helping me see behind this mask. And while I was napping, I said this, half asleep. And I almost thought, oh, maybe I should apologize because I'm like not really all there. I'm like sleeping. But I didn't. Why would I do that? It's going to show me who you really are. This is your era. And these people didn't know that they were dealing with a warrior spirit, not somebody that they can run all over. They cannot run buckshot on you, and you are allowed to keep searching for the truth that you need and the answers that you need. So if you got denied or rejected or dissed or curved, whatever it is, it was for your highest good. So you're dealing with some people that you're not going to be working with. You're not going to align with because they're super traditional. And you could think, oh, it's because of the color of my skin. It's because of, you know what it is. You know that they're super traditional or they're religious and they see you as either a Jezebel, a witch, or they need for you to be something to be digestible, and it's not going to happen. How can you get the answers that you seek if you don't ask questions? You know what bothers me? When somebody says, look this over, let me know if you have any questions. Okay, I'm looking it over. So is my attorney. And I have questions. I had 2. And she could not answer those 2 questions for 8 to 10 hours. Because I'm not the one to play with. Not any day of the week. There is an area of your life that has more room for potential. 2 things are going to happen for people around you that play too much. They will be in the hot seat and you are going to become famous. I said what I said. I got Marjorie Tyrell in the reverse. So if you guys have ever watched Game of Thrones, Marjorie Tyrell came from one of the richest families and she tried to marry the 2 kings, the 2 Lannister boys. Well, also Baratheon, whatever. You guys know what I'm saying. She tried to play into what she thought each king needed. Okay? She tried to play them Oh, I feed the orphans. I'm such a good lady. I can help you become more famous. I can help all the people love you in the land. All of Westeros will love you because I will be by your side. You can make even the most pleasant Decepticon rip their mask off and send them running. I said what I said. I said what I said. Yes, I did, because you are protected. You can send the quietest, nicest Decepticon packing. Now, I got in here that you were going to be famous, but I accidentally shuffled it back in. I'm sure it'll pop out again. But people want to know, like, what you're on. They've never met anybody like you. They're like, what are they about? They're such a character. It's like you have Fae in your blood, okay? It's like these vampires are like, oh, you know what it reminds me of? True Blood. It's like all of these vampires are like, they're a fairy. They're a fairy. I need it. I need them in my life. They can help me heal. But you have evil at play that wants to wreck or separate the good things in your life, and you're going to be passing out a little gift bag of brick walls. You're like, oh my gosh, you forgot your party favor. Here's your brick wall. Here's your brick wall. Oh, don't forget your goodie bag. It's got brick walls in it for you. Like, but you send the Marjorie Tyrells packing. You send the vampires packing. The nicest Decepticons packing. Ooh, we have They Fight with Everyone. Who is this? Who is this? They fight with everyone. Oh, these are some of the people that maybe you wanted to believe in and maybe you were praying for. And now you're seeing a different side of them. That they do fight with people. That they do got beef in these streets. That they aren't really that well liked. And not that you're judging them for that. But you're just like, something's wrong with them. And I picked up on it. But you really didn't want to judge them. But now there's a reason that you need to see who they are, so you're not helping them in any way. Like, you can pray for them from afar, but you're not going to be like hands-on with them. You're no longer taking a hands-on approach with the wrong people. We have angel number 444. You are unfazed. You are getting stronger because you are on the right track. So all these little things that you've been doing that you think are little, listen, Linda, listen. They're not small. They're not small. And you're on the right track, okay? You were like, I said this yesterday, I think. Let's say your doctor's like, you need to stay on these meds. And you're like, I stopped taking them. They're like, what? What do you mean you stopped taking them? Like, I stopped taking them. All of these things that seem little, they're not little, okay? You're like, yeah, I don't think that's good for me anymore. I'm going to stop watching that. I'm going to stop reading that. I'm going to stop talking to so-and-so. I'm going to stop working there. I've been telling you guys for like a month. Like, it's a lot of little things that are adding up to the energy work that is making you feel like you are on the right track. Somebody was definitely trying to play you with their fake enthusiasm. So maybe it was a person that you were praying for. You're like, I really believe in them. I'm rooting for them. I'm cheering for them. But again, the vibes were off. And I'm getting that some signs about this person is that you feel like their enthusiasm is somewhat fake. There's something about them fake, or something that you couldn't put your finger on. Something that will tell you who they are is that they care a lot about money. They care a lot about money, or getting money from other people, or not really having to work. Okay, that's going to be a sign. They don't really want to put in any hard work. And again, these people are being put in the hot seat. They're not going to like it, but oh well. Oh my gosh, these are flying all over the place. They got married for money. Some of them could have gotten married for money. Really? Your message is coming in hot. They hate that you keep overcoming evil. This is the enemy. The enemy hates that you keep overcoming evil. Like, you just keep getting your way. You are attracting people that make you a top priority. That's another sign. If these people are entering your life and they're acting like they're just too busy, you're not a top priority, that is how you know that they're the wrong people. Okay? They are not making you even a priority. If you're dating somebody, but they can't pick up the phone, and that's what I was dealing with this week. I was dealing with somebody that couldn't communicate like most of the week. It shouldn't take a whole day to get a hold of somebody. And that's how you're going to know, is they will find time. When people care about you, they will find the time. When I first started dating my person, we had completely opposite schedules. I was at the beginning of my sobriety, and he was just really kind and supportive of me, and I couldn't sleep at night. So he would literally talk on the phone with me until I would fall asleep, and then he would have to wake up early for work. Because, when you're coming off a bunch of things, you're an insomniac, trigger warning, but you guys know what I mean. They will make you a priority. So when I hear friends that are dating somebody and they can't even make time to go out more than once a week, they can only text them once a day, that's like that movie, He's Just Not That Into You. Do you know what I mean? But sometimes your friends, they just have to find out for themselves. You are starting to see for yourself that if they were supposed to be in your life, you would be at the top of the list. You don't have to be their main priority or their main focus, but they're not even making you a priority. So like for me with this other person, we're supposed to be working together. And you're not giving me a good impression, that I can't even get a hold of you. And I'm not even blowing up your phone. I'm just trying to clear out some details that we have to clear out to move forward. But we can't move forward because you can't pick up. That is a big red flag. I don't care how busy you are. I trust people are busy. Everybody's busy. Everybody's got stuff to do. I work multiple jobs, but I answer the phone when I need to. And if it's important, I answer. If it's not, I know it's not. But I will get back to people. I don't know. You are attracting people that will make you a top priority, that are loyal and that respect you. And this is the other thing. You won't have to question if they like you. Maybe at first because you're getting to know them, but you will feel it sooner rather than later. Like, you know what? I can trust them. They respect me. They're loyal. I don't have to worry, like, are they running around? Are they talking to other people? That is what you should be dealing with. And know this as well, that there's a lot of evil at play that you're going to be slicing through. And there are a lot of copycats breaking the bank to be you. They have no idea what being you entails. Seriously. They have no ideas the health problems that you've been through, all of the things that you've gotten off of, all the people that you've broken up with in your life, all the hard jobs that you've had to do, all the money that you've had to save, all the resources that you had to gain to be where you're sitting. And they think that they can just go bust open their piggy bank and be you better than you. I got a whole ha for them. Really? Oh, I love when people try to F around and be me. Oh, I love it. Like, go ahead. See if you can keep up with my work ethic. See if you can keep up with my lifestyle. See if you can keep up with what I do. Let's see you do that. Let's see you do it for 5 years straight. Let's see you do it. I'm waiting. Seriously. I deal with this all the time. You guys deal with this all the time. You have family members that are competitive with you. Sisters or siblings, ex-best friends, maybe even lovers that thought they could be you better than you. God is going to make them dig deep, and they still won't even be close to being you. These whole destiny swapping pirates. God is saying they'd have to sell this to be you, better than you. Because this is the thing. Because you're so private, and because you don't talk about what you got and where you got it from, people think, 11:11 on my timer. I could be them. But they can't. They'd have to get a whole other job. Not a good one either, because God's favor is on your life. Hello. God's favor is on your life. So I've had people do this with me, like in work environments. They're like, oh my gosh, she got this. I'm going to go get that. And they go find out how much it is. How the frick did they get that? None of your business. None of your business. Could have been gifted. It could have been thrifted. Could have been gifted. Could have been bought. Could have been discounted. Could have been on sale. Could have just landed on my mother freaking lap. You don't know, and I won't tell you either. Not because I'm a gatekeeper, but because you've got too many destiny swappers in this mother effer. You feel me? So people are like, oh my gosh, don't even ask them because they're a gatekeeper. Like, even if they do some digging and they try to find out, they're going to realize, oh, that ain't affordable. Let me just mind my business. People will always be a bootleg, janky, knockoff version of you, and they will always be the shade lamp, and you will always be the sun. There is no comparison. And it's one thing to be inspired, and it's a whole nother thing to copy somebody's very essence and like word for word, detail for detail. I've had a lot of people, like family-wise, in-law-wise, distant relatives that have tried to be me. Oh, she's blonde. I want to be blonde. Go ahead and do it. Go ahead and do it. It's a lot of upkeep, but go ahead. Oh, she's wearing this. I want to wear that. Go find it. Let me know how much it costs. Like, you don't have to say anything. Let them F around and find out how God favors your life, okay? The work that your angels are doing behind the scenes is really going to be apparent to you right now. Something that you were trying to fix with whoever you were trying to fix it with was disguised as a solution. So remember yesterday I said you're scary accurate, listen to your intuition, it'll tell you. And so when I was dealing with this person, after I left, I thought, they really remind me of so-and-so. They're not really the same age. They're not the same person, but they remind me. So I say that to say this. They remind me of a certain spirit. A spirit that was disguised as a solution. And I did not have confidence in them being the solution. But I wanted to see how the communication would go this week. And they wanted to dance with fire, okay? People just don't understand that you are the mother of dragons. You are the breaker of chains. You can breathe fire anytime you please. This solution, I should say, was disguised as a problem. What you perceive as rejection, okay? So this rejection is actually... Let me reword that. This rejection is disguised as solution. What they did was do you a favor to get you a more favorable outcome. So maybe there was something that you wanted to run from, and then you had to sit and reassess. So let's say you are in an apartment. Okay, you're in an apartment and you're like, oh, I really want to move. I really want to move. Let me go look at houses, or let me look at a bigger place. Do you know what I mean? So you go to look at the bigger places, and then you're dealing with the realtors and you're dealing with people, and you're like, I don't know about this. This is not feeling good. And then you get rejected on an application. That rejection is disguised as a solution. So then you go back to square one, which is sitting in your apartment, and you're like, you know what? Let me get an upgraded model. Let me stay here. And do you know what I mean? Like, you don't have to rush off, but the plan is you're ready to upgrade. See that for what it is, but maybe you don't have to go so far to get it. That's what Spirit's trying to say. You don't actually have to go that far to get it if it's not for right now. It will still feel like your era. There's something about people conning and being real scammy and trying to disguise themselves as a powerhouse. And a fake powerhouse cannot come against a real powerhouse, which is you. So you have good news coming in as well. You have good news coming in as well, because you're going to see this as good news or a sigh of relief, like, oh my gosh, I did not want to pay a mortgage. I did not want to do this. I did not want to pay property tax. Do you know what I mean? You didn't want to really do any of that, but you were ready for an upgrade. And now you're seeing like, okay, let me take this one step at a time. The wait is nearly over because you're going to come up with a better solution. You are starting to see these spirits. You're going to start seeing people as spirits, and they're going to remind you of someone. And whoever they remind you of, it could be good, it could be bad. Most of it's probably going to be not that great. Listen to that. When you're like, you know what? They really remind me of so-and-so. And that ain't good because so-and-so did you dirty. You know what I mean? So there was an important issue that you were dealing with, that you've been trying to resolve, that will have a very positive outcome. Because you need people that communicate clearly and that really see you as the star. Not a paycheck, not someone that they can get things out of, but as an actual star, somebody that really sees you for you, not somebody that they can ride the coattails of, that they can steal, emulate, or just take things from. So it's almost like there's two groups of people. They're both takers. One group of people, they want your everything, your intellectual property, the way you move, the way you talk, the way you walk, all the things. And then there's another group of them that just wants to take from you, like cash, money, resources that you have. So I'm seeing that you are walking away from what seemed like a good idea a day or two ago. You're like, I actually don't think that's a good idea anymore. And I'm grateful for this rejection. You are a warrior and you're too strong for these scammy con artists, these spiritual pirates, because they're hiding something. So you made sure to check everything twice and to be careful who you trust. And that is working out in your benefit. On top of that, there was something that you were not aware of, or someone that you were not aware of, that was affecting this outcome. But everything is going to unfold for the greatest good of you. But I keep getting, look further into the details. Pay attention to the details, because something that they want you to overlook, you're not going to overlook. No, you are not. Keep telling yourself that you attract helpful people, because you do. You really do. Affirm it below. I am always attracting helpful people. If you decide to stay somewhere where you really thought you were outgrowing, you're still going to grow. You don't need to be around the wrong people. So it's up to you how you maneuver in this next chapter. So let's say you were in the apartment and you're like, no, I really have a feeling that I should move. Maybe it's not into a house yet, but maybe I'll just move somewhere that's more of an upgrade. Or maybe you will ask your landlord for a better unit or a bigger unit. Or maybe you will move some things into storage. Or do you know what I mean? But there's something about spirits and conning and playing the victim and acting like, oh, this is for you. I'm doing this for you to help you. You ever see those people that, this has really been on my mind lately and bothering me. People that grab onto something and they ride it until the wheels fall off, and then they're on to the next theme and then on to the next theme. Like 1 year, they want to be a doctor. The next year, they want to, or they might even do this every 6 months. But they are always looking for sympathy. You are really scanning and seeing this and moving away from it. So maybe there were some people that you were praying for, okay? Because you want to believe the good in everybody. So you could have been praying for somebody today, and then you got a sign that they're up to no good, that they're conning people, that they're scamming people. And as hard as that might be to believe, you know deep down somewhere that it's kind of true because you thought it before. you thought, I kind of feel like they're conning people or they're scanning people, or I kind of don't feel comfortable here. I see this a lot online with people that don't know who they are. And it's sad. We all have our own journey, but if it's to get something from the viewer, if it's to get something and just take and take and take and take, that's an energy vampire. You ever seen an influencer that is an energy vampire, but they're very low key and like hidden about it? And the people, even some of the people that clock them, don't say anything. They just kind of disappear. Motorcycle. So confirmation. For instance, somebody will be online and they're like, oh my gosh, this is happening to me. Feel bad for me. And then they're trying to reverse psychology you. Like, I'm not asking you for anything. Oh, I don't need anything. But like, feel sorry for me. But every 6 months, they're a different person doing something different that requires your sympathy. Then you're dealing with another group of spirits that wants to act like they feel sympathy for you and you didn't ask for any sympathy. Oh, I'm just doing this for you because I need you to have the best experience. I want you to have the best. I'm just doing this for you. What? Somebody that you wanted to work with or maybe even date had a third party person behind the scenes. So let's say you were dating somebody and they're a mama's boy or they're a daddy's girl and they have this parent like in their ear. I'm getting parental units in the ear, mentors, people that are older that are actually low-key shadow competitors with you. So they're going to sabotage the situation. I want you to understand that your name is and will be spoken of with respect. You are not the one. You have a warrior spirit and you do what you need to do in order to survive, but you are no longer in survival mode. These people don't understand that if they even give you an inkling of crazy or Decepticon, you will keep it a buck 1,000 and you will keep it moving down the road. They don't understand that yet, but today they will. This week they will. They will. I can't even stress that enough. So you deserve to be around people that celebrate you, not people that want to watch your every move and obsess over you. And these are hints that you have people that come in and they're enamored, but they don't want to compliment you. They want to watch your videos or watch your stories or see your posts, not like it, but they're always on your slide ups, your swipe ups. You see them listed, but they don't like anything and they don't say anything. You see that. So take this rejection as a disguised solution. Because why are these people obsessed with what you're doing, but they're not liking anything? I don't like that. I don't like that at all. So there is someone that you are really attracted to, but family could try to get in the way. Their opinions. If you are dating someone and you know that the chemistry is off the chains, the communication is clear, precise, this person cares about you, you don't let anyone get in your way. And neither will they if they're the person that is for you. They won't even hesitate. You need to be around people that don't even hesitate to help you. And you'll see this by not only just in love, but in friendships too, and in business. You need people around you that don't hesitate to be helpful. They don't hesitate to be respectful, to be supportive, to be kind, to be encouraging. They don't have to think about it. They're not monitoring you. They're not trying to compete with you. They love you. They respect you. Right now, you are unlocking something. You are in alignment with your life's mission and your very essential reason for being. You are going to be looking flawless, feeling amazing, because there is, there's that spiritual surgery going on inside of you. And Wherever people were dissing you and rejecting you because they want to be on this traditional, we are skinny minis, and on Wednesdays we wear pink, and we only do skinny mini Pilates, and we only drink matcha, you will never be digestible for them. And you don't need to be. You don't need to be. Because you will be getting a whole bunch of proof that these people want to be just like you. They don't have the balls. They don't have the courage. They don't have, I haven't said this in a long time, the gravitas. The ancient Roman virtue of vigor, strength, and seriousness. They ain't got that neither. Okay? So God is bringing in a different group of people in a place that you don't expect it. There are about to be new players unlocked for you. You are over here always unlocking new characters. Yes, you, main character with like 6 different personalities. I freaking love it because you're always somebody different and you're always evolving and ascending. But where you are, you're not going to have to go above and beyond and do all these things. You just need to sit, stop, and reassess. Now I'm hearing another motorcycle. You just need to stop and reassess because God is unlocking new characters for you. New players in this game for you. Affirm it below. I am always attracting helpful people. God is unlocking new characters and new players for me. For you. And it's actually a lot closer than you think. That's what Spirit keeps telling me. It's a lot closer than you think. So let's say you're on this side of the street. They're going to be... Let's say you're renting. Okay, let me back it up. Let's say you're renting and you're like, I really want to live somewhere else, but I need to stay in an apartment. Maybe the people that you're renting from have other locations, have other properties. It's going to be like that. Like you thought you had to go outside of something, but the people that are supportive of you, they're not even traditional themselves. And you are really going to see this year the people that really look up to you. You give people the bravery and the audacity to dare to be different. Seriously. Seriously. Because, like, I know that, like, me and my person, we're not digestible for a lot of people. But people that look up to us, it gives them the courage to go out and get what they want. Or to be in an interracial relationship. Okay, my husband's Italian. And people look at that like, oh, what's going on over there? And I've always been judged for being in interracial relationships even before I was married. But the right people, you will inspire for them to go and live this non-traditional life. You were never meant to be in a box. You were never meant to like have this label. Never. And I see you really protecting your privacy at this time. What will feel good to you is someone that mirrors your soul. It won't be fake. It won't be phony. It won't be full of applesauce. You will just know. I'm hearing the macaroni is in the microwave. I haven't said that in a long time either. The macaroni is in the microwave. The eagle has landed. And what that's telling you is, as you're aligning with your soul's purpose, the people that you are supposed to be around, you will just know. You will instantly connect, but you will need different people for different things. In this season of your life, you need more help. You cannot do this all by yourself. I know my bestie though. I know you be trying to. You're like, I got this. I got it. I could do it. Then you're like, crap, I might need a hand or 5. You know what I mean? And that's okay. That is okay. And I know it's hard to trust. Guilty. I know. But you are attracting helpful people. Trust your discernment that you can see behind someone's mask. Okay? Know when you are seeing behind somebody's mask and to keep looking. Like, oh, that ain't it. I got a vibe. They reminded me of this person, and that's a whole nother spirit and entity that I'm not dealing with. So your ships are coming in sets of 3. Your blessings are coming in. Your celebrations are coming in sets of 3. So affirm it below. 3, 3, 3. Everything I get is coming in sets of 3. I'm seeing that the people you're supposed to be with, you will know. You'll just know because they're a talker like you, or they're private like you, they're a star like you, they're misunderstood like you, they're not digestible just like you. You're just going to know. The soul is going to be mirrored. It's going to be aligned. They're not going to be competitive with you. It's not going to be like there's something lying underneath that you've got to like dig and figure out. No. You are allowed to move swiftly away from the people that are trying to reject you, or that are trying to con you, or trying to scam you. And you're going to have a lot of people trying to do that in this season. And that is representative of devil energy. I don't care if they're religious or not, traditional or not. They got a freaking bow on their head. Don't let this bow fool you. I am not the one. But I say that to say this, like, it doesn't matter. You're going to see Decepticons in all shapes and sizes because of the type of blessings and alignment that you are in this very year. You are going to see it very clearly, like, you were sent by Steven. Yeah. They're like, no, I'm here to help you. You're like, no, you were sent by Steven. Why can I not communicate with you clearly? Why is it so hard? Why can you not pick up the phone? Why can you not answer? These are simple questions. When people cannot answer simple questions, pay attention. Pay attention. If they have to go get the answer from ChatGPT, pay attention if they have to go get the answer from somebody else and they can't give it to you, or say, actually, I don't know, but let me find out. Or actually, I'm not comfortable with that. People try to act like they're uncomfortable when it's like a little too late. You've already caught them. So like today, I was doing that with my eyes closed. Didn't mean to, which is interrupting my nap time that you kind of want to answer right now. Oh, I don't know, 4 hours later. So yeah, it was like, it's too late now. You've already gone the whole day with being weird, with being shady, with acting like you're so busy you can't reply to a text message. And then everything seems real AI. Do you know what I'm saying? You know when you're talking to somebody and it just doesn't feel genuine, like you're actually talking to them, like some of it does, but 80% of it does not. Feels like you're talking to a bot. It's because you're talking to a spirit that you have no business messing with. And you have done far too much energy work, and you like going low and slow. And wherever you were trying to invest, if you were not supposed to be investing there, you will see that clearly. God made that clear today. So clear. You will not, as in me, you will not be investing with said people. And I'm going to show you why. Look, Brittany, they want you to sign this contract. Look at the contract. And I'm like half asleep, like, that paragraph don't sound right. And that part has to do with the money. So I circled it, sent the file to DocuSign, saved the file to my phone, looked at it again with one eye open, like, hey, what does this mean? I just want to make sure, you said I could ask questions. I just have 2 questions. Couldn't answer it all day. And guess what? Tried to refer me to somebody else with still not answering the questions. So I guess y'all can only do business with people that don't communicate, that don't need to get a hold of you, that don't have any urgency, and that just signed contracts blindly. You need those mother effers around. It ain't never going to be me. It ain't never going to be me. I've learned that the hard way. Okay, the whole first half of my life, I effed around and found out. Signing here, signing there, like just doing whatever. And it'll never be me again. No, it will not. No, it will not. So these people, they thought they could get one over on you. And you made them assume the position. They now got to throw respect on your name. Like, oh, we thought we had them and we could get them for thousands. We get them for hundreds. We could get them for time, energy, resources. And God said, not today, player. Not today. There are new players being introduced into this mother effing game, and it ain't none of you. God did not play when he made you. He did not. And you're finally seeing your worth and your value. And though you would love to get some things sorted out and to get some things fixed and taken care of, you will not rush it, and you will know when to move swiftly. You will know. You will know. God wants you to do more of what makes you happy. And I see that working with some of these people or connecting with some of these people wasn't going to make you happy. You were going to have to be a little phony baloney the house. You were going to have to dim it down a little bit. You felt weird. You felt weird. If I go around people and I feel awkward when I'm a really confident person most of the time, or at least I have my sunglasses on. You know what I'm saying? If I go around people and I don't feel like I can be myself, I feel weird being myself, I know that I gotta go. I have to go. I cannot be here. And I have to do what makes me happy. And so that's the vibe that I got, not just from the interview that I was doing earlier this week, but the people in the environment. The people in the environment were giving me the off vibe. So it's almost like two people were trying to make everything look like it was on the up and up. And then the other people coming in and out were the ones giving it away. Oh, y'all are traditional in here. I'm a non-traditional. Thank you, motorcycle. I'm non-traditional. Nice to meet you. Okay, affirm it below. I'm non-traditional. Nice to meet you. Hello. Okay, I'm not going to come in looking all perfect all the time. My hair will be cocked to the side. I will come in however. And you will accept me because I keep it a buck and I'm respectful. But if you guys are trying to play this game, I'm not the one. I'm not the one. Do what makes you happy because your power, the power that you want to feel, it will come from focusing on what excites you. I'm seeing that you're supposed to have more wiggle room to do what you want. And you're seeing where you got to compromise a little bit, but I don't see it being painful. You're coming up with resolutions fast, and something that you thought that might work, you're like, actually, I don't know if that's going to work or if that was such a good idea. Maybe I just needed more sleep. I needed time to think about it. Maybe there was another factor that was there was something else beneath the surface that you hadn't calculated. So maybe you thought you needed to run from a situation. You needed to hurry up and fix it. But there was actually something else that was making it uncomfortable. And then once you figured out what that was, you're like, oh, now it's more comfortable to be in this position, to be in my body, to be in this relationship and now I've moved the outside, the external factors. Okay? But these people will be haunted by how you can immediately disassociate, how you can immediately cut some people off or dismiss them. I shouldn't say disassociate. You can immediately pack up. See, people want, these spirits, they want you to be reliant or codependent. And when you show them, yeah, I have untapped potential, and though I was kind of putting you on a little audition, even though it's like needing a nanny or a housekeeper or a babysitter and being like, even though I need them, I know they're not the one. Even though I really need a babysitter, I know they're not the one. And I cannot trust them with what is precious to me. So you might be coming in looking like this, right? They're like, oh, they're sweet. I can totally con them. Yes, yes, yes. Then they do something a little crazy, a little sideways. They think it's small, but it's big to you. Then you take off the mask and you're like, hello. About that. That ain't going down like that. That ain't going down like that. So just as you're playing these games and saying, oh, I don't think it's going to work out, it's because you were going to find them out. It's because you were going to find them out. That's what happened to me today. It's because I was going to find them out. You are not going to bind me into anything that is forever and ever and ever and ever. It has no end date in sight, and it has no numbers that are specific. I don't like that. So if you take that as me being uncomfortable, whatever. I don't care. I'm not signing it until you give me exact numbers, dates, times. Nope. So you were not expecting this rebirth because you thought maybe you thought you were already feeling more confident, feeling more brave, feeling more assertive. Maybe you thought you were already there, but no, you're going through another rebirth. Yes, you are. And in this rebirth, The assertive part is going to be the light work. Believe it or not. The assertive part is going to be the light work. You're going to have more fun. So I know that you could have been shaking or shaken up at first by, rejection doesn't feel well or feel good when it's happening all the time, left and right. But you are allowed to be specific and particular about who you have around you. Yes, you do. About who you have around your family, about who you have in business. You are allowed to keep it a buck and keep it specific. The Queen of Pentacles flipped up out of here. People can easily see, okay, so it's almost like thinking that you were going to be this great mark. Okay, mark me. Remember when I used to say that all the time? You remember. But mark my words and mark me. And somebody thought that you were going to be an easy mark. So maybe a lot of their clients, friends, associates, collaborations, they're naive. And so, again, you don't look like the things that you've been through. I know I tell you all the time. You don't look like the things that you've been through. So you don't look your age. So people think, oh, they're young and they're naive and I can totally run game on them. They're just so innocent. Yeah. Well, then you have to show them. You got to flex a little bit that you're a whole warrior. So somebody just thought that you were going to be an easy mark, that you were going to be an easy target. They thought it would be easy to target you because they do this to a whole bunch of other people. But you're not the one. Okay, you are not the one. So I really like that because you're allowed to cover your behind too. If somebody sends you a contract, you're allowed to cut. You guys, all week I have been dealing with contracts and having them edited and rectified and fixed. And it shouldn't be hard to do, to either explain said contract or just say, hey, oh my gosh, my bad. Let me edit this and fix this. Like I literally had a contract, an even bigger contract where I had to have it edited and it was no big deal. It was redrafted within the day and then re-signed by everyone involved. And then this other person today couldn't even explain their own contract. And then was so intimidated by the fact that I had an attorney looking at it like, why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I? I don't know who the frick you be dealing with. And that is even more strange to me. Like you deal with people that have a lot of money. So why wouldn't they look at this? Oh, you just thought y'all could make me sign it and I wouldn't have anybody look at it? Because why? I don't know anybody? Or because you judged me? People misjudged you and they underestimated you. Don't you love it? They thought they could target you. They thought you'd be an easy mark. I used to date guys like that. But you're going to show people that you are the silent millionaire. You don't have to live in a huge house to have a ton of money. Okay? You make sacrifices and you do things that other people want to complain and bitch about. Oh my gosh, I have to pay this today. You're like, it's life. Life is lifing. Money comes and goes. It comes and it goes, and I'm going to make some more. My husband always tells me that's the one thing he loves about me. Whenever he's like worried or stressed, like, babe, what if we don't have enough? What if we don't make it? I'm like, hey. Look at me. We are always going to get up out of the mud. Sometimes we're down. We're never down for long. Money comes and it goes. And then whatever we need, we'll go get some more. There's too much money in this universe for us not to have our hands on some of it. No. Okay? No. I have been homeless. I have slept in my car. I have been on the streets. I have bounced around from house to house. I've been an orphan most of my life. I've been in abusive and toxic relationships that were physically bad and mentally bad and verbally bad and restraining orders and being in having issues with substances and addiction and alcoholism, all the things. But I'm never going to live that way again. The last time I went to jail, I was like, this is the last time. This is the last time I'm coming here. Oh, I'm not going to cry. I was like, this is the last time. It's the longest time I had to spend in there. I was like, this is the last mother effing time. I am this dumb, this selfish, this careless, this reckless. I'm going to start living a different life. And because it ain't this no more. Okay? It's just not. So the version of me that my husband sees is the better me, my higher self. And I also see that in him. And we evolve together. But we haven't always had it easy, because a lot of people tried to tear us apart. A lot of people. We had jobs try to tear us apart. We had family try to tear us apart. We had, but in all that time, he never hesitated to be by my side. No matter how people tried to flatter him or bribe him or scam him, you know, because we know that the temptation is real. Okay, temptation is real, but we will not be fooled. We will not be bamboozled. And just because you've fallen hard does not mean that you're going to again. And now you're even more careful. So you watch people around you. They're reckless with their money. They're out here bragging one day and then doing something else the next. And you're very private. Why is your finances anyone's business? Why is what you're doing anybody's business? This is a big rebirth you're going through. Or maybe you used to share it with some people, not a lot of people, but maybe just some, and now you're not even going to be doing that. So people will really want to find things out about you. And yeah, Spirit is saying you are in spiritual recovery, and this recovery, your money is being recovered. Your money is being recovered. And you're seeing the people that aren't really helpful, that aren't really for you, that are lying. That have been lying. You're really going to be able to spot liars in this season. People that are deceptive. That's going to be so freaking easy for you. You're going to be shocked. So listen. Okay? Be careful who you are listening to. You're not as trusting as you were last year. You're not. Okay? You are not as trusting as you might have been last year. Because sometimes when we're desperate or we want some resolution or we need something fixed, we're just like, okay, whoever can do this. No, you're definitely more selective. You are definitely more selective. You're like, no. People did not want you to figure out what they were up to, and they are so aggravated. Ooh, you got people aggravated. They're like, how did they find out? How did they find out? And all you basically showed them was clear communication and some compromise is needed. That's not asking a lot. So when you ask people for the bare minimum and they're shook, you're like, it's time to go. Pack it up. It's time to go. It is time to go. So again, you're getting these blessings in sets of 3, and you are only going to go towards situations where it is a win and a win. Not a guess and a lose, not a lose and a lose, but a win and a win and a sprinkle of a win on top. You feel me? Yeah. People are like, oh my gosh, I don't understand how they saw me. It's because you don't have any you can't tolerate BS. You cannot. Yeah. Ooh, Spirit saying you'll be doing better without them. Somebody that you just thought you were going to be around, you're like, oh, okay, well, that turned around quickly. It's because it has to be exposed to you. God is not going to let you fall on your face. Not as you're doing all of this work. So boundaries. When you don't protect or overprotect your boundaries, your needs go unmet. You're not going to let your needs go unmet this year. No, you are not. Your needs are not going unmet this year. You are making it so crystal clear. My needs, oh, they're at the tippity top of the list, okay? So you've been reviewing your boundaries like, I don't understand what these people thought I was going to do, but it ain't going to be that. We have magic prayer. I told you guys, your prayers are being answered. You've been praying for protection. You've been praying for whoever needs to be repelled. And as I was praying about the one situation that happened earlier today. I was like, okay, I'm going to pray about it, and I'm going to start looking for somebody else. And then I stopped looking, and I was like, you know what? I have a feeling just to keep praying. So I kept praying, and I was like, why do I have the feeling like everything is going to be okay? And that's when I got that message, like, oh, actually, I'm like, yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. Riddle me what? Yeah. You thought I was just going to sign some stuff? No. So your prayers are being answered at a rapid speed. Rapid. So these people that are trying to scam, they best just wrap it up, because you're not falling for that. Let the light of your presence illuminate every room you enter, and let them see the light that you carry. You're really going to be showing off this year the light that you carry and the light that you emanate. So people were overlooking you, or they didn't know, they're going to know this year. I just see you really being in the public eye, or getting a lot more attention, getting more recognition. Even though you're not trying to, you're probably in hermit mode, like, leave me alone. Leave me out of this. Because every time you feel like you go out into the open, you get let down. But I'm telling you, God is reloading the game. God is resetting the game. New characters. They're getting a makeover. Okay, so you have some characters that you knew before, and they're getting a makeover. You're seeing them with new eyes, and then you've got completely new characters that are going to be coming in to help you. God is giving me a very clear message that you have a lot of secret enemies. Okay, this is all that fell on the floor that I just picked up, and I take that as hidden enemies. God is saying this purge is necessary. So to let it unfold and to let it happen as it needs to, because it's vital, it's necessary that you see this clearly. Wow, fake empress. So you have people that don't want to be purged, that don't want to be got, that don't want to be found out. You have people trying to be this fake empress, and they don't really know what that entails. Like, I've had to do a lot of work to be me. And no one is going to be me better than me. They're just not. And I know that I came to this spiritual training ground to be the baddest. Okay, so go ahead, give it your best shot. Then we got, you've been magnetic since birth. You naturally attract people towards you. So people think that if I act like them, I'll get more attention. But it's not authentic to them. Do you know what I mean? Wow, you are being supported by your angels and God to break this curse, spell, or destiny swap. So you've been praying all week to rebuke, cancel, and denounce. You've been working all week to protect and repel people that don't need to be in your life. So pay attention to how it's coming in and how they're being purged. Yeah, the shortcut. People take shortcuts trying to be you. That's, there's no shortcuts. There are no shortcuts to be you. I can't. I literally can't. So people find out the hard way, and then they fall off their janky high horse onto their face. You are a lucky charm. You are the walking love spell. You are the galactic truth serum. And a lot of people cannot handle the truth. But you've had to get very serious about the changes that you've made in your life. Yeah, this purge is coming at, it's like perfect timing. We have mind games backfired. Stand tall. You know what time it is. You know what time it is. You're paying attention. They thought you weren't paying attention. They thought, oh, she's a ditz, so she doesn't know much. You don't say much, but you know much. Okay, you don't say much, but you know much. The chariot just fell on the ground. The chariot. You guys could be getting a new car, a new ride. You're not telling anybody. There's new things that you're working on. You're not telling anybody. Wow. You guys got people running in circles and running on fumes. Okay? Fake emperor. Calling out these fake emperors and fake empresses. We have Crazy by Gnarls Barkley. And I hope that you're having the time of your life. But think twice. That's my only advice. Now come on. Who do you think you are? Bless your soul. Do you really think that you're in control? Well, I think you're crazy. Listen to your intuition. There is evil eye and spell work at play. And you are clocking it. Okay? You are clocking it. You're going to know how to maneuver. You might be doing a little tango. You might be doing a little two-step. You might be doing a little cha-cha-cha. But you got this. Okay? Spirit saying you got this in the bag. Ooh. There could be a tarot reader that has beef with you because you're starting divination, or you're starting a channel, or you're starting a social media, or somebody doesn't like it that you're a tarot reader, or this could be a friend. People really just want to catch up to you, and they can never catch up to you. You are making your angels and your ancestors proud. Ooh, extreme makeover. What did I tell you guys yesterday? You're getting an extreme makeover. You're back at it again. Body snatched. Looking good. There are so many things that you have going on, and you ain't telling nobody. You ain't telling. Oh, wow. You aren't telling anybody. We have path, shine, sovereignty. I just heard a motorcycle. Rev it up. Okay? This is. Ooh, let me not drop that. This is your path. You ain't never been so clear. You're like, I'm going to get that. I am. And God will help me sort out how I'll get it. And if it's for me. And who will help me. God will sort it out. Because I am meant to shine. Oh, bestie. This is like seeing your friend be really sad. And they just keep chugging along. And keeping it to themselves. And then you just see them rise. And get their confidence back. And you're just like, yes, yes, yes. People want to vilify us. Who cares? I'll be the bad guy. But you will shine. You will rise. You've always been the underdog. But you are stepping into your sovereignty. And look, you ain't playing. You ain't playing. I love this for you. As all these people are focused on you, you're just on your path. You're on your A game. You're on your A game this year. Like, you're going to make people fix what they need to fix and say what they better freaking say. You're not, ooh, cosmic power. You're not playing. You're like, I said what I said. Why did you do that? Why did we do this? We need to fix this. They don't want to fix it. Goodbye. Drop your scissors down below. Your cutoff game is ferocious right now. You're like, class dismissed. You obviously did not understand the assignment. Okay, you did not understand the assignment. We have resistance. People find you hard to resist. And then they F around. They think that they can push against what you're doing and that they can change you. And God is bringing in the miracles for you. Hand over fist. Hand over fist. You're seeing the truth for what it is, and you are surrendering. You are surrendering to God's plans and how you need to cut these cords and who is not for you. Okay? Let's get some angel answers. Because all of this and how you maneuver is up to you, but you're doing it. You're doing it, bestie. And I'm so proud of you. I will never let you forget that all these little things that you just did intuitively. Nobody really had to tell you, but you felt like you started listening to yourself. You started listening to your body. You're like, yeah, that is destroying me. Yeah, that ain't helping me. Yeah, they are lying to me. It's all up to you. Oh my gosh. We have not the right time and... what does that say? Be assertive. Be assertive with people that you know it's not the right time. Whatever they're trying to push, you're like, oh, the way they're doing that, I feel like it's not the right time. Like, you will know. So be assertive. Don't apologize for being assertive either. Truly. You are allowed to stop and reassess, and that is where you will get the real opportunity. These rejections are disguised as solutions. You are connected to source. You guys better let me know what's going on in the comments, because the math was not mathing for these people. The graphs were not graphing. The charts were not charting. No, they were not. And I just love you guys. And I am so excited for this era in your life. You ain't playing no mess. You're like, yeah. The day of me chasing or being like, pick me, those days are way past you. You're like, F them and F that. I'm not letting them run game on me. I'm not letting them lie to me. I'm not letting them pull me on a string or dangle a carrot. You are calling out the people that ever thought that they could do that to you. Like, here's the carrot. I can't tell you that much about it, but here's the carrot. Follow it. You're like, get out of here with that. Get out of here with that. But yeah, I love you guys. Don't forget to smash the you-know-what. Hit the bell. Duh. And all important links are in the description box for Patreon, closest thing to a personal reading. All of the videos down there are ad-free. Just thank you guys for your love, your support, all of your beautiful compliments, just your support, your encouragement, all of it. I see all of your guys' kind words, and I'm so grateful. Oh, I'm so excited for this era in your life. Okay, I love you guys. Don't ever stop being you. Don't ever stop being you. And these people that want to bust open their piggy bank to try it, let them. Let them. Okay? All right. I will see you guys in the comments or the next one. Don't forget to drop your favorite affirmation. I love you. Bye, guys.